I'll let you in.
Talk to Me is our debut feature film, and it was inspired by these kids that we watched grow up that were our next door neighbors. And there were 3 of them. And then one of them was experimenting with drugs, and he was having a really negative reaction, and he was on the floor and he was convulsing, and all the friends that he was with were filming him and laughing at him.
Are you serious? Put your phones down! Put your fucking phones away!
It initially began with just 80 pages of ideas and scenes and characters, and then my co-writer Bill Hinsman, I passed it over to him, and he was able to help me structure it. And then from there, it kept evolving. It was pass after part.
What stuck out to me was that there was a lot of insane, fucked up horror shit. But at the same time, it just managed to maintain a nice narrative with a real emotional trajectory, so that it is really heartbreaking in the end what happens to Mia.
How relevant it felt, especially to young people and young audiences, and even the way that Danny kind of writes the vernacular and slang of Australian teenagers was so authentic, and I thought that was really interesting to see on screen.
What's in it for me?
My company? It's pretty cool, I reckon.
No, we can't go to Joss. This place is trash. He's pissed.
My house then.
I've got a party later. I've got to be gone by 11.
Mummy's at 9, so...
See you at 10. Jog on.
I think, with horror, one of the most important things is to sort of make it feel like a very real world in the beginning, a very relatable world. And then you take that into something that's a lot darker.
I just came to see how he was.
He's bad, Mia. He's really fucking bad. Did you give him something?
No.
Come on, I know you've done shit before. What was it?
Nothing, I swear.
But at the same time, it also had this concept around, addiction, around getting hooked on something, the idea of getting high from possessions and then finding an addictive outlet that can actually go in different ways.
Be pretty sick to hook the kid up.
He's not doing anything, Joss.
Come on, Jade. Imagine that.
Joss, I said no.
The script and the characters in it are really relatable. Sort of Aussie as it stands today, and the idea of this hand being, a jug passed around at a party. It is something that's happening, and it is something that people aren't talking about.
Yeah, it never gets old.
In terms of the way we use drugs, in terms of peer pressure, teens growing up being a misfit.
Talk to me.
Talk to me.
I knew that this is something that I wanted to be a part of, just because the script was so well written, and it was not a moment, not a scene, didn't need to be there. It was just all perfectly paced and perfectly written. I really loved the script.
We shipped it around Hollywood for a bit. Everyone said no. So one studio said yes, and then they started giving us creative notes that started veering it into every horror movie ever. And it just tried to make it really stereotypical.
What was really exciting for us in working with Danny and Michael is they have a huge wealth of experience and have created a lot of content and have a very direct relationship to their audiences online as Raka Raka, but at the same time, that's kind of one part of them. They're kind of hugely talented.
It never felt like I could properly express myself on YouTube. I was always scared to be really personal or make anything deeper. I was scared of being more serious, I think, on my channel. So with the writing, it was really therapeutic, and it was I was expressing myself in a way that I was scared of expressing myself with the YouTube stuff.
Watching the boys on this film allow themselves to be so vulnerable has been really cool, and I think I'm really excited about that aspect of the film, because so often in scary movies, all the scary movies I grew up watching, it's the woman screaming and the man's being big and tough. And I think in this film it's kind of the opposite.
Hey, what's that?
Hey, you okay?
Let's reset, sorry, the lights kept going.
What's so awesome about this film is Danny and Michael are tackling some pretty hectic themes, but it doesn't feel that way making it, and I think that's probably one of the best things when filmmaking is when there are messages filtered throughout, and you don't realise until maybe a few days after you've watched the film.
Nia! Nia! Riley!
And went, oh wow, that's heavier and tackled so much more, and I'm thinking about it still.
And they create such an incredible environment on set for creativity to flourish and to try things out, and if things don't work, we'll like go in a different direction. And
Awesome, reset my wall. Even like on the other side of like the actual filmmaking side, it's like even like having our DOP Aaron McCliskey was so incredible, because like usually with the Raka stuff, I'm just shooting it all myself. And I don't really know like how to like handle a bigger camera, so we just shot everything on like a little, you know, DSLR. So even having those other big heads of departments was like heaven. The whole process was so incredible.
Bethany is a production designer. She production designed all this with her team. Didn't you, Beth?
Just working with, you know, professionals, because we're used to like just forcing family and friends to give us performances and trying to squeeze something out of them. Having like people that are dedicated to it, like Sophie, that's just so amazing on screen. Having people like that you can collaborate with and work on the characters with, and do these rehearsals with, just brings a whole other life to it that isn't on the page.
they're so willing to explore, but they also have such a succinct and unique vision.
They bring such a depth to it that we couldn't, you just don't achieve with a script. And you know, we cut things out of the film that are from the script because you need to convey them when they're on page, but you don't need to when they're on screen, because they're conveyed through emotion and looks and things like that. So it was amazing having all talented, you know, performers to work with on that stuff.
They've got a unique background with YouTube and everything, and I've never worked with 2 directors instead of 1 is another thing. So that definitely means that, like, you know, the vibe on set and the way they work is really new and is something that like I've never had before.
And cut, we got it! All those moments when it's chaos and you're up against the wall, that's when the best stuff can be made, you know? That's when the best stuff gets made, is when you've got a, you know, it's not all going your way. That's why movies that have unlimited budget and things like that and unlimited time don't necessarily prove the best results. It's like the ones where you really have to prioritize and be creative and think what is important, what isn't, that the best stuff comes out.
I love that they're so raw, and the fact that they're, you know, new to this game. It's like a you know, a kid going to a new school for the first time. You know, he comes with his own set of rules, and if he's confident enough, like the boys are, you know, he makes their school his own space, and that's what these guys have done.
We really spent a lot of time on casting and finding the most authentic and real voices that we could, and found people that naturally fit into the characters that we had already written. And then like giving them the freedom in rehearsals to like iron out parts that didn't feel natural in their mouths.
We've all just kind of, you know, come together and made this weird little family. So often I just get to watch everybody work, you know, because Hayley kind of takes a seat back and watches everybody.
Talk to me.
I think Sophie, as an actor, I think she's 100% going to be a massive star. And it was like, we'd lost money out of the budget by casting her because she wasn't a name yet, but like her audition and her portrayal was so incredible. Like the rehearsals that we'd done and like all of her tapes and every scene that she read for, she just blew us out of the way. And like, yeah, blew us out of the water every single time. So like, it was like, us and our producer Sam, like, really fought to have her.
They like you.
Jules, she's like, there's no bad take of Sophie. Yeah. There is no bad frame of Sophie. She's 100% in it, like, you know, 100% of the time, and she's like incredible to see on camera, the way she conveys emotion, every emotion, you know, either subtle or extreme, is so like real and raw, and like it brings an energy that when you're watching it on screen, like, oh my God, like how did we discover someone that's so talented?
Bye Daniel, bye.
It's the kind of role that affords you the opportunity to expand yourself as an actor, I think, and reach lots of different levels.
Everyone brought like a genuine, like an authenticity to it that was just amazing to see on set. So we really enjoyed the rehearsals and stuff like that, and the playthrough of scenes, and we had a lot of fun with that as well. it was awesome just seeing them bring the characters to life.
Yeah, I was just like, fuck, this person's like takes up so much space and is so kind of big and fierce and plays really rough, and I was really drawn to that. I found it really exciting, and instantly was like, oh fuck, I know how I'd want to tackle this person, you know.
Nice place. It's an ugly fucking dog. Excuse me.
I was super excited to be playing a character that's one amongst many like young people who all have to band together to solve all the problems that happen in this movie.
I love that she's such a grounding force in the film, and yeah, it just was a challenge, and I was like, cool, let's do it.
I mean, you look at the cast, you know, Mia, Jade, Daniel, Haley. What I loved the most about this main cohort is just we look like we're a group who would never be together in a room, and yet we buzz so well together.
Jade, you shouldn't have let him do it, Mia. We all decided we're okay.
We didn't decide anything.
We did, we all said.
We didn't say shit, Mia, that was just you.
And then you let it go for 2 fucking minutes.
Also, I feel like we were just a bunch of misfits, and in a way, that was kind of Danny and Mikey's upbringing. And that's something I love about who they are as artists is, you know, they bring themselves to the plate, and when someone brings themselves that hard to a plate that intensely, you know, you want to meet them at that level, and I think it allowed everybody and gave us all permission to bring 100% of ourselves.
Everything that we've ever done, everything we've ever made was in pursuit of this, of making our first feature film. So it was literally like a dream come true. It was the most incredible experience.
These last few days so good.
I mean, I'd love to make another one. That'd be awesome. We've already written 8 of them. The 8th one in space is going to be great. Yeah, Talk to Me in Space is really spooky, actually. Yeah, I'd love to do a sequel, but like, we'll have to leave that up to A24. A24, you here? Yeah, sequel? Yeah, you better. No, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, it's something that we. There's so much that we haven't touched on, and moments. And and things that we just hinted at, and I'm like, oh man, I really want to expand the world. Like, that'd be so cool to do a second one for sure. Because there's all Easter eggs in there. Even on the hand, there's Easter eggs. It's hidden. Little sneakies. That's all we'll say.
Two years. Jesus. Your dad said it pretty rough, hey?
Yeah.
You should talk to him more.
Yeah, we talk.
About your mum? How you're feeling?
Yeah, we talked about it.
You need to talk to him about what happened.
Yeah.
I think it's time you knew what happened, Mia.
What do you mean?
Ask him.
So what, you're just here third wheeling for the night, are you?
Oh, that's really humiliating when you put it that way.
You better not be getting stoned again, Mia.
Oh my God, why does your mum have to know everything?
I know everything.
I tried weed one time.
You fuck one goat. You! My daughter's vagina. Prohibited.
What about yours?
You want to go now?
Just kidding.
Mom, can you please leave the room before I murder everyone?
The neighbours tell me everything.
Oh my God,
Watch it!
Shut the door!
Mum! I'm leaving it open!
Can we talk about this? Mia?
Dad, I just want to go to sleep.
Can you tell me one thing?
We didn't give him anything.
What happened then?
I don't know.
I wish you'd just be honest with me.
Right, because you've been so honest with me.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means there's something you haven't told me about Mum. Isn't there? Right. Stop choosing when to be a parent, Dad.
How am I supposed to be a parent to you when you're never home?
And why would I want to be home, What, to cook and clean while you walk around like a zombie? You're a walking reminder that Mum died. You should have been there to help her.
It was an accident.
All she did was sleep. And all you did was leave, and she obviously needed you, and you weren't fucking there.
Hey! Watch your mouth! I didn't understand what was happening to her. Baby, I'm sorry. I don't want it to happen to you.
Jade, you need to be honest with me. Who did this to him? Jade.
I wasn't in the room.
Do you know what the doctors just told me? There were no drugs in his system at all. They're trying to tell me that he just suddenly had some complete psychotic break. How? How did this happen?
I don't know.
Jesus Christ, Jade. His nose is broken.
Mum.
His teeth are gone. They fractured his skull.
Stop.
He's your brother.
I know.
Tell me what happened.
I don't know.
Who attacked him? He's not psychotic. I know my son.
Yeah?
Hey, we're friends with Duckett. Is he home at the moment?
You're his friends?
Yeah.
No, Duckett's not home. He's dead. He killed himself 2 months ago.
Is Cole home by any chance?
No, he's on the bus to work.
I'm sorry, this might sound super random, but did Duckett ever talk about a hand? He used it? Parties?
That's right. And nobody stopped him. I can't help you. Neither can Cole. Sorry.